Alrighty, folks. We are back with it with another session of our Stone Prophet and the Sands of Har'Akir. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say, hey, you can.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Bit of a
And we
delay
are
there.
we are down a couple of players at the moment. One will be joining us soon, hopefully. But story goes on. But before the story goes on, let's talk a little bit about what happened before what's going to happen next. So, after you guys arrived at River's shelter in the night, you took to the judge's tent, finding music, not an inviting welcome though, permitted to stay in River's shelter for the evening. And the judge seemed pleased that you had actually brought Senef, citizen of Muhar, with you. Leaving her with the judge for the evening, unsure of his motives, he took shelter in a tent where a woman was taking care of a sickly older gentleman. Also, not inviting, but she had no say in who stayed in the tent. As Duncan and Vivian were talking with Elias about his situation with a sickness, the dying men in the tent both died, reanimating into fast-moving zombies, killing the woman in the tent as well, leading to her rising just the same. Eventually, after dealing with this, the entire area was covered in gore and viscera. Some of you ended up cleaning up, while others went to see the judge about this. And in the dead of night, he didn't seem to care the least that a few of his people had just died. And on the way back, Elias snuck around in some tents, finding what looked to be another gnome in one. Although a bit deformed around his face. Learning that this person was also not from here, this gnome. Pippup was his name. He said to see him in the morning at the trading tents. And well, after an uneasy sleep in this night, you awoke to heal Elias of his supposed disease, and all got in line to get some water from the well, one of you getting it a little extra. But you headed to the trading tents. Vivian apparently rushed to meet a man that she had seen earlier at the well who had a certain look about him that was familiar. This eventually, the rest of you joined and discovered this man was Piotra, sister of the woman that you saw die when you first came to this desert. Gifting him with his sister's dagger, he was thankful, yet angry at the ruler of this place for not letting them leave, Octopot, asking him if he would join you to get out of here. He explained a few things in minor detail and agreed. He would join you if and when you were to leave River's shelter to get revenge for his sister. And that's where we're going to pick up. It's still morning. You all are near the trading tents as kind of Piotr is heading to his own tent across the way. You can still hear the same music from the judge's tent nearby. And also thank you for Anonymous Gifter. But
Yeah.
what are
Yeah, thank you.
you guys up to?
I believe.
Hadn't we decided to go to the far side of the desert or what have you? Taking the old lady, the blind lady?
I believe Elias had a friend to for us to meet.
Yeah, it's another gnome. You should be over by the trading tents. His name is Pippa.
Keep up.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, lead the way.
I'll kind of walk around trading tents, seeing if I can see the little guy.
As you actually finally approach the trading tents, mostly it's just like dry goods, things of like wooden sculptures, the occasional dirty rug, as well as some minor provisions it looks like, but all of it looks covered in dirt and dust and None of it well maintained. At the corner of one of these tents, or one of these stalls, you would see the small gnomish figure, Pip-Up, who you had seen previously. Or Tip-Up.
Tip-Up.
As he's kind of sitting there just looking to himself, not doing a whole lot, just looking around. It seems his stall is... Let me double check what his stall has. Just, I don't want to lie to you guys. His stall would all be covered in cloth.
Hello there, sir.
Face covered in a scarf. Hey.
You wouldn't happen to have, any ham, would you? Under there?
We ain't got anything like that here.
Beef jerky? No?
Pipe it down a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
And he'll kind of like climb up onto the stall. Actually, he'll kind of sneak around a little bit, because he's probably the same height as the counter. I got a little bit of beef jerky. What are you looking for?
Well, I don't have much, but,
Five
be
gold.
willing to trade.
5 gold a pound.
5 gold a pound. Ugh. Is this Wawa?
I don't know what Wawa is. Looking for snake bite venom? Or anti-venom, sorry. Rough sleep last night. Then he kind of looks towards Elias. Antitoxin, you know. Got a little bit of... Kind of looks to where you can see there's some guards kind of making rounds at these tents. Got a little extra water if you're looking.
Oh, oui. That would be helpful.
Some miraculous potions of healing. Keep it in the private stock. I know y'all ain't from here, and you'll probably die otherwise.
I thought you said we were already dead.
You know what I mean. What is
This
this
one
one?
is interested in your cloth.
It's just to keep the sand off and prying eyes out of my stuff.
Oh. I do not wear armor.
Alright, I ain't got any armor to sell anyways. Armor. I heard about some fancy armor smith up in Muhar or whatever. I haven't been there myself. Wouldn't get in either.
What's it take to get into Muhar?
I don't quite know, honestly. Right connections.
I'm interested in the water. How much for a gallon?
I got 2 full water skins. I give you a full water skin for 50 gold.
Oh, I'm
Or
not
something of
surprised.
equivalent value. Not trying to swindle anybody out here, but water's as precious as, well, anything you'll find.
Do you have any poison to coat my arrows?
You might want to keep your arrows. Not gonna find much out here with that.
Do you have arrows?
I was saying you might want to keep your arrows. I haven't seen any bowmen. Not out here, at least.
Oh. So the arrows are hard to find.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh.
You're getting it.
Yeah, there ain't too many trees to make arrows from, I guess.
Yeah, not much use for them either. Stones all over the place. Probably do better with a sling. That being said, you were asking about poison? Yeah,
Oui.
I got a couple doses milked from some snakes about a 10-day ago.
And how do you milk a snake?
Oh,
You grab it by the head, and you
Oh,
make it bite down on a jar.
oh,
Don't let it bite your face.
Oh,
Some of them are deadly out here.
I was thinking something completely different.
yeah.
I'm glad,
I think we were on the same page there, Big John.
I'm glad he cleared that up.
You just hear a sigh come from Duncan.
how much for the poison? The poison.
I could let a dose go for 40 gold.
40. Oh, dear.
Or something of equivalent value.
You drive a hard bargain.
Well, not gonna find this stuff from some of them.
Do you have any use for this fishing tackle?
As he looks around. Nah.
I mean, I'm sure it's really rare.
You'd be surprised.
I have this quality spear from my homeland.
No, Doza, you can't give that up.
There are other things that we need here in this land.
I think that's worth a little bit too much.
All I have is this coin. It's a coin of delving.
What's that do exactly? Some magic shoe nanny?
Well, you see, you drop it down a hole, and oops, sorry, 1 second.
You just dropped it.
You drop it down a hole, and
Yeah, as he drops it and it like clinks on the ground, like you can almost
Someone makes
hear it.
say that it makes a really beautiful sound when it hits the surface. You can determine how far down the hole is based on the tone, and also sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius. It's pretty useful out here.
Huh. Yeah, I could take that off your hands if you're wanting. What do you
So
want? What do you
I got
want
to-
for it?
Well, I'd like a skin of water I could share with my friends.
And a story too, if you wouldn't mind.
A story. What do you mean?
That story, how you came to be here.
Oh yeah, I want that too.
I'm sure how I came to be here is similar to anyone else's. I give you free of trade. Was walking in the woods and saw a light and, thought it might be some gold. Nah. Wind swept over it. Horrible winds. It's heat. I could see all of the trees in front of me fall away. I passed out. Woke up in the desert. Tried to find my way to civilization. About as far as I got. I'm good at picking and popping things up, though. I've been eking a living out here. Sometime. Hard to say. But that's a little boring. what came after that's more interesting. Or what came
Well,
before.
I want to hear those parts.
I think that'll be a story for another day. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll,
come
I'll,
on.
I'll give you the coin. Give me the coin. I'll give you one water skin.
Yeah, it's a deal.
I'll get it to you later. You all leaving right now? Where'd you stay
don't-
last night? I saw one of your friends wandering around.
In the tent where everyone died.
Was that Martinez's tent?
I don't recall her name. Or his name? Their name? 3 people died.
Was it
They
Canada's?
just-
Canada's tent?
Yeah, Canado.
Nada. Her husband was real sick, and then there was another. Well, he must have been real sick before because I don't think that he was really alive. And then he got up anyway, and he bit the hell out of Kanada's husband, and then he died. Yeah, he got up and he bit the hell out of Kaneda, and yep, everybody died. Not a good night. Gonna be honest.
That's not an uncommon scene here.
Is
Although,
there a reason that sometimes people die when they are bitten and sometimes people don't?
well, I don't know about all that. I do know. I just mean the death is not uncommon. Horrible death, usually. I do know Kanada's husband, and he had a few of his friends. They were tired of waiting around to be judged so they could get to River's shelter. Or so they could get to the White Oasis. Trying to be cleansed. They thought there might be some water to get cleansed in that old shrine up north, at the edge of the river shelter there.
Talking about like an obelisk?
Nah, just right up, and you'll kind of point to it. You can see a little bit of ruins at the north side of the riverbed here. Nah, just right up there. Supposedly some shrine to some water deity. Something upset it and the water ran dry or something. Story goes. I'm not from here. I don't quite rightly know, but I do know he was doing some digging around in there. And then, the same thing happened a couple nights ago. A couple of folk got sick. Well, they attacked a few folk. Had to get put down. The bloody mess. They did not get thrown in the burial pit. They just got dug a hole in the sand nearby.
So is this shrine up here? That's like the source of these people dying and coming back and eating everybody?
I don't know.
Well, it
Uh,
sounds like something we should check out. Either way.
I don't know. We still gotta check out what Minder is trying to get to us.
Oh, that's true. Uh,
I've seen the old lady around before. Been a while. He gives a nod to her, and then he's like, I'm sorry, that was rude. Evening, ma'am. Morning, whatever. And Mindir actually just kind of nods and smiles. She's not currently holding the eyeballs.
She can speak now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. He just kind of like furrows his brow and shrugs. I've seen stranger things, though.
Um,
Well, if there's
Well,
anything I can do to help you folk, if you...
Vivian, do you need help purchasing poisons?
how much did he say it was again?
40 gold.
Oh, too much. No, it's okay. I can milk my own snakes for cheaper.
Uh,
Elias' eyebrows raised.
It is true.
I really want to watch that for some
No,
reason.
this. Oh dear.
Oh wow, that came out wrong.
Oh no,
I,
same page again.
Vivian,
Big John.
Vivian, I have some money I could contribute.
No, it's the arrows are more important than anything, but apparently they're rare here. They're rare here.
I also have a vial of acid. I don't know if you can use that on arrows.
Oh no, that would be devastating.
Give me about 3 more days without a shower, and you could just kind of rub it on me. I'm sure it'll poison somebody. I've got a musk. If
You
you
know.
couldn't tell.
We could tell.
So what do you guys think we should do?
I believe we were supposed to go to see the judge.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
to get judged to be worthy to leave the settlement.
The
Or
judge
perhaps
sure does say judge a lot. I have to say that about the man.
I am more curious about his choice of music and how often he listens to it.
Yeah, it's not very
You're
good
right.
music.
There's definitely something funny going on there, if you ask me.
I agree.
Hey, tip up.
Well,
Do you normally stay here? Or are you in different settlements? Just like if maybe we find a way back.
What other settlement would there be?
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
tale
Travel.
about suits chosen roaming the desert to the east. But Muhar's the only real town around. Well, city, I don't... There's walls. Tall walls. Not one for scaling them.
But if we find the way back out of this place, will you be here? So we can come and get you.
I don't know that I could go back at this point. Everybody's probably dead there. Back home.
well, you don't know
see
that
what
for
use it would
sure.
be.
Well, I think at least it'd be a nicer setting.
I just looks up around. Breathes in the air. I would just be a disappointment to those around me, and, well, sure I would be disappointed with what I would see.
Oh mon dieu, don't be
Hey,
ridiculous.
come on now. I know it gets tough sometimes, but it's worth it. Life's worth living, even in a place like this. Because you never know when you're gonna lose it. Stosh was always having a good time.
He always kind of like he just kind of like looks down and... Yeah. You hang on to yours.
Hang on to my what, sir?
He means your will.
Your life.
Ah,
Concede
well, I'll
in
do
you
my
already. You folk aren't long for the living.
well, we'll see about that. I'm pretty capable. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, and these guys here, you may not be able to tell by their appearance, but they are amazing fighters.
Elias's cloak starts billowing.
Look at
Right.
that cloak.
Well,
Isn't he regal?
your money's good here. And if you find anything of value worth trading, perhaps I can up the ante. Just let me know.
All right, tip up.
Hey, you take care of yourself, okay?
Right.
Don't lose hope.
Just kind of like shakes his head at that, like, and shrugs.
It's already gone.
Yeah.
Oh, oh mon Dieu, il brise mon cœur. Teapup, come here. Come here. And she goes for a hug.
He goes for a dagger
Oh, I was.
at his side, just kind of reaches for it. We don't need to be
I-
doing any closer, ma'am. I appreciate your
I-
business. Let's leave it at that.
I was not going to attack you.
And he just like looks you up and down.
Hey, Vivian, if you're offering hugs, I mean, Elias puts his arms out.
Yeah, she'll hug Elias.
Big
See
John
that-
will just walk up and hug the two of them together in his big arms. He's like,
Big John, I can't breathe.
oh, sorry. I just
As you all
It just-
are in the middle of this triple hug,
Hug.
and it kind of like Elias squeezes out. A woman calls out to you, older, covered in drabby cloth, probably in her like late 50s. Still a little bit of brown to her hair, but very salt and pepper. Wrinkles from the sun, very tan. Calls out. Oh, my son, my child, you came back. And
To Elias?
starts running towards Elias, arms out.
What?
Oh, Elias, your mother is here.
No.
Big John instinctively, protectively steps in front of Elias. Whoa, hold on there.
What? That's my boy! My boy, he came back!
This
Elias, is this your mom?
No, that's not my mom. Ma'am, what's your name?
You have to know your mother. My name is Mommy.
I think her name is Mommy.
Miss, I think you're confused. This here is Elias.
Unhand me. Give me my boy back. You stole him from me. You strangers.
I did no such thing. We met consensually.
am I your son as well?
What would I want with a little old man?
Okay.
I just want my baby back.
Little old man.
Mademoiselle,
Baby back, sorry.
Yep. I knew as soon as I said it.
I'm sorry. What is your name again?
Mommy.
It's not mommy.
Al?
Is it?
Her name's Al? That's my boy. Elias.
Oh,
Liz,
dear.
Wait,
I
what?
think you're
It is.
Sound
It
like
is
confused.
Elias, my boy, come here. Don't you recognize your mother?
Wait, is this
Do I
a
recognize her?
woman? Or no,
No,
what do you guys know?
she's human.
Halflings? He's human, okay.
She's human.
Is that possible for a human? It would have to be a half-halfling, right?
I'm a gnome.
Yeah, that doesn't make no sense.
No, I mean, I always get the two confused.
Elias is like
Elias, what are you doing with these
75 years
folk?
old too.
How do you know my name? I've never met you before.
How would I not know my own boy? What did you do to him? You made him forget everything.
How long has Elias been missing?
Years. You've been missing for years.
Would you
Taken
not
away
be
by
able to-
strangers in the night. And you finally come back.
I think you're real confused over at Duncan.
I'm not exactly a boat scientist, but
Thoughts?
I don't think the biology works out here.
We did find you at the bottom of a well, Elias. Just truth be told.
Wait, what? Huh?
You put him in a well? Why would you put my poor baby in a well?
I'm joking. This is my brother. Oh, ma'am, we do not know you.
What do you mean?
I think you're
Obviously
mistaken.
you don't know me, but that's my boy.
And I'm his brother, and we have the same mother.
Those are gnomes, and you're a human like me. So
Yeah, I got real pointy ears.
he's very
Yes,
small.
just like my son. Unhand him.
Nobody's got their hands on him, man.
Elias, come with me now. We need to get you home. I can finally go back to Muhar.
Muhar. Oh, un minute. I will speak to your son. I will set him straight. Give me a moment.
No, I won't have you brainwashing my son anymore.
I'm anti-brainwashing him.
Elias, come here.
Elias, she can get us into Muhar.
I think maybe Senef can get us into Muhar too. Maybe. I'm really confused here, guys. She knows my name.
Well, she heard us.
Yeah, that she heard us say it, I believe.
Okay, let's see here.
She's gonna run towards Elias, try to grab him.
Big John's gonna put like his arm out just to catch her.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh dear. Also, do I have exhaustion?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 22, you absolutely just kind of like arm check her. She's like, no.
I didn't mean
Give
an
me-
arm check. I meant to like grab her, like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of grab a hold of her. Unhand me! Unhand my son! Guards!
I'm gonna grab her mouth. I'm
Guards!
gonna.
Yeah. He
Grab
lets her
her
go immediately. He just kind of gets in front of Elias.
All right,
It's like-
everybody, we can just all calm down.
As a
and as I
soldier
say
type
that-
starts to approach.
As I say that, I cast the calm emotions on her.
And she starts kind of... What are you doing?
Now, listen, I know this is hard to hear. I don't think your Elias is coming back, especially if he's been gone for years. I'm not from here. This is my brother. These are my friends. We're from the outside. We just got here a couple days ago.
Give me a persuasion check.
Nine.
Guidance.
Yeah. Well, you got 2 months left of good guidance.
Oh, really? I can still do that. Okay, good.
Ooh, 13.
Okay. With a 13. What? What do you mean? No, he's still alive. You're still alive. What do you mean you're not? And she kind of like just looks around, looks at all of you. Eyes start to go a little wide. as you can see she's like at the verge of crying. At this point, a soldier dressed in padded armor with a spear in hand walks up. What is problem here? Are you bothering this old woman? Hey, long morning. Well, what is the problem here?
This woman saw our friend here, and it reminded him of her son who was gone missing many years ago.
She's clearly not well. We were just trying to relay to her that this is not, in fact, her son.
I mean,
That's
it is
all.
understandable. I am adorable.
You are trying to kidnap. No, my son. I don't,
No,
There was no
Not-
kidnapping.
no, it's a misunderstanding. There is no need to be here. Our apologies for calling you over.
Besides,
this is most unusual.
Elias is not a kid. He cannot be napped.
I will need Duncan, Vivian, and Big John to give me persuasion checks.
Ooh.
Because you were the three that talked
Yeah, I
Yeah.
talked too.
to this
I said I
guard.
was adorable.
Inspiration.
You do get inspiration.
No, I'm going to use inspiration that I already had.
When did you get it this morning?
I got it through the heroes, whatever, from Elias.
From Elias. Okay, gotcha. Fair enough.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this as well.
You don't have to unless you can
Oh, I
decide to
can
use
see
it
it
after. Yeah.
Okay.
Can
I
I,
am
guide
highly.
that?
can I guide myself?
No, you cannot.
Oh dear lord.
This is really bad, guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Alright.
Roll it.
Come on.
I mean,
Oh, he already got 7.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
already technically got 7, so.
fine.
I'm just gonna punch the old lady in the face.
Are you really?
Don't say that.
No,
Don't say that
not
as a
really.
joke, even.
I'm joking, because all that how badly that persuasion went.
As you guys are just kind of trying to explain this, the guard. Okay then, you will come with me, and he grabs the lady
Oh, the lady?
and starts dragging her away. This will be
Oh.
taken care of. Do
Oh,
not to
God.
worry. And he starts dragging her to the judge's tent.
Fine, just let her. It's not her. It's
No,
Look, we tried.
should.
tried.
But now she's gonna get some bad. Guys, I feel bad.
she'll have her arms probably cut off.
I'm following behind to the judge's tent. We gotta go there anyway.
The guard will
Yeah.
say, "No business with you."
We do have business with the judge, though. We're trying to get Judge to be able to go across.
You
That's
can await your turn.
Cool. We'll go stand in line. Thanks. Have a good day.
We'll wait for him to leave a bit before we start following.
Yeah, we can't let him go. Take her.
He just kind of shrugs. You still wait a turn. And
Yeah,
he just starts walking up. He doesn't care about your response.
all right, we'll follow behind.
But
Yeah.
as you follow behind, there are still 2 guards at the entrance to this side of the entrance of the judge's tent. And you would see the judge still up there listening to music. You would also see Senef at this point up there with him as well, listening to music.
Is there something familiar about the music?
You heard it last night?
So it's the same song. It's the same
It's
music.
the same song, just
Oh,
over
Jesus.
and over and
Okay.
over. It can be
Can
heard
I-
all throughout River Shelter.
God.
So you tell me it's 2008 and Poker Face is on.
I miss those
Can I-
times. Those were good times.
They were good times.
Let's
Good
go
years,
back.
Yeah. Me
Anyways,
and you.
yeah, it's not quite a bop though. But yeah, they lead her up, and you can kind of make out a little bit of what is happening, but like you'd probably hear bits and pieces of the conversation. You would see the judge kind of disappear, looking disappointed. He looks like he goes and starts rifling through some stuff. And then pulls out a very large falchion. Big two-handed.
What's
Two-handed scimitar, essentially.
I try and run in.
Jesus.
The two guards there will stop you, or at least attempt to, as they cross spears.
Yeah, slide underneath the spears.
Big John will grab both spears and pull them apart.
Alright, it's happening, guys. We're fighting.
Sure. Why not?
Well, we're not fighting yet,
We're gonna roll initiative.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Is Elias already out of reach?
He's running, yeah.
Okay. Probably shouldn't have run.
No, I guess
I
I
could've
don't have
helped.
tokens on here. Hang on 2 seconds. Don't roll initiative yet.
Oh, sweet, I get to re-roll my 7.
You don't get to re-roll your 7.
Oh, man.
We're really trying to take on this whole town just to save a crazy cat lady.
Oh no, I'm just worried about Elias. What if they nab him? I'm just trying to get in.
This one takes offense to crazy cat ladies.
Alright, now you can roll initiative.
That is an offensive term.
I'm
sorry.
a cat man.
I'm sorry. Local expression. Oh, much better.
Well, you still keep your 8.
Oh,
And Elias still keeps that 7.
Is 16 the people?
Yep. Yeah, 3. And then there's
So-
4 guards inside.
As far as we know, do they think that we're all together? Like, are they gonna attack all of us, basically?
Absolutely, they've seen you together.
Okay.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Okay. Where are they? Oh, up there. Okay.
They are, yeah, I mean, they're not up there. They're like... I don't have a map for this, because I didn't expect you guys to attack.
Yeah, I don't
Nobody's
think
attacked yet.
so
Well-
either.
So we're going to do it like this. Elias is starting this whole thing off. Elias, I need an acrobatics check.
Come on. 10.
With a 10, you try to slide between them, but you are met with a boot as it trips you. And they both immediately point spears towards Elias.
And let me in. Let me. Don't let him do that.
You would no go. And at this point, they're both pointing spears at Elias. What are you guys doing? We don't have to necessarily be an initiative.
Mm-hmm.
But
Uh,
what are you guys doing?
So, okay, this is the positioning of.
It's something like that. Elias gets caught between
Like
them, trying to go up the little steps, the platform.
Vivian would just hold up her hands.
Okay.
Like it just like not up in the air, just like up in front of her, like no, it's come down, everyone.
What is Doza doing? Same thing.
Can I... Is there anything... Eyes aren't on me, really. They're on Elias. Can I sneak to the side?
They are on your group. You can try to sneak around the tent to the other side, but there's...
Yeah, I just want to be like out
It's
of
the
like
only
the
opening
main.
to the tent
Okay.
are on the two sides. You guys are
Yeah, I
coming in
wanted
from
to
one
be on
side.
like either side of the tent, like away
Like
from the
you
most amount
guys
of
are
people.
coming in through this side.
Okay.
And there's two other guards on the other side, and there's 4 guards inside.
Then I would like to kind of like be over here and try to sneak.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Yeah, absolutely.
21.
Like a cat. They didn't even know you were there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, the guards seem to ready attacks. You stay there. You are not going up until the judgment has been had. John.
Big John would like to, if he can do this somehow, trade places with Elias, like shove Elias back and let the spears point at him.
I'd say that's doable. Why not? Give me an athletics check for funsies. Does he have a weapon drawn?
No.
I would say with a 12, you could become a recipient of a spear.
Okay.
And kind of just shove Elias aside. One of them still pointing at him, one points at you.
Okay. And he would just say, "Stop. Put the spears down."
You are not in charge of here. No trespassing.
Doesn't have to go this way, bud.
They're not attacking.
I know, Big John just says that.
It goes which way the judge makes it go. You will await your judgment.
He looks over at Elias. "What do we do, kid?"
Duncan, what are you doing in this exact moment?
Duncan, I think, is going to try to first pull Elias back. Second, and you can tell me if this is one turn or two, but I would like to minor illusion a sound inside the tent of the judge screaming for help.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, my specialty. Okay. God damn.
You've never heard the judge scream. You hear the faint sound. There you go. Say the words right. Faint sound of a higher pitched man's voice screaming. One of them kind of glances for a moment, but doesn't kind of lose eyesight. You
I
stay.
imagine screams are pretty common over here in the judges' chambers.
They're expecting screams.
Yeah. Lovely.
Pulling Elias back. Say you get him out of Spear's reach. This again, they're not being aggressive. They're being guarding. Take us to Elias, if anything.
What's the judge doing?
He's pulling out. He's still, it's not like this is all happening in a quick instant. He's taking his time. Just unsheathed this large falchion.
All right, you don't want me in there. What's the judge gonna be doing with that sword?
Passing judgment.
It doesn't look like judgment to me. Well, if it actually does, but bad judgment.
Judgment the same.
Maybe he's just gonna take a finger.
I don't.
Elias steps back.
With this tense moment, guards very much watching you as a couple more would kind of come to the edge. And yeah, kind of what you would expect. One of the guards holds the woman down while the music is still playing. Senif watches as well, just like kind of sees you guys, almost kind of waves a little bit, gives you the like princess wave. And takes near a stool, places the woman's hand on one of those stools.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to make it smell like a skunk in the area.
Okay. Also, give me a deception check.
And Dunk, did you bring some of your garden with you?
3.
That's not.
What'd I get? 3. Oh, Jesus.
You are not going to die. Do not worry. Do not shit your pants. And he chops off her hand.
Oh,
The woman, you expect to
Screams.
scream. She does not. She just starts kind of sniffling, blood flowing from her hand as they start to make a tourniquet out of some cloth. She just nods.
She doesn't scream?
Nope.
well.
The guard that led her
wait.
up there starts escorting her down by you guys. And she just
Maybe
she
she's-
gives the most hateful glance towards all of you.
I guess that means she won't take us to Muhar.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on her.
What do you say?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll say, yeah. I think that's appropriate.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
As her hand stops bleeding, she still looks hatefully towards you as you say sorry, saying nothing but being escorted away. The 2 guards there. What is the business with the judge?
I don't want to be judged. I'm good.
Just give me 1 second, my friend Eliza. Do we really want to have business with the judge? What are we doing here?
Well,
I
don't
wanna
we, don't we need them to get across the desert?
Can't we just go and...
Oh, yeah. that's permission.
Mindir will kind of say in your heads, he is the one who you need permission to travel to the White Oasis and beyond.
Well, one of us has got to do it.
I
If it's
want
gonna-
to try something potentially stupid.
No.
I don't. It's not Binder stupid. It's Vivienne stupid. So it's not as
Okay.
stupid.
Let's
This
see.
is
Let's see.
stupid.
Let's see the scale of stupid here.
Stupid with sophistication.
Correct. No, I'm not gonna go charging in or anything. She's gonna kind of just sit down and close her eyes and listen very carefully to the music that's being played.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
See if she feels any different, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
if
I
it,
gotcha.
Like, makes...
Yeah.
Guidance.
14's good enough.
Oh.
It's very forced. It's very emotionless. You think if it was played by anyone who had emotion, it wouldn't be so constant, and it's heartless.
It doesn't provoke anything.
It
in
doesn't
me.
provoke anything in you.
Okay. So this is just a consequence of something else, not necessarily the cause. Okay.
Well, if anybody's going to be judged, let it be me. I'll go in.
Wait.
I
Wait,
like
wait,
that
wait.
sentimentality, but I think we all need to be judged.
The judge would like to see you all from yesterday. No?
Okay.
I suppose it's a
Those
good
is still hiding.
What cat? We did not have a cat.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna stay hidden for as long as I can.
Fair enough.
Big John would be like, "Where's Doza at? Hey, Doza! We all gotta get judged."
No, there's Big John. We don't have a.
Come
There's
on.
no those.
The judge will see you now.
Yeah, I'll spit in the sand and walk in.
Yeah, Big John will follow.
As you walk up, the judge is pouring himself another glass of something, it looks like, and pouring one for Senef, who kind of half smiles towards you all. But so you have come to be judged. What is it I can help you with?
We wish to cross the White Oasis to get to Muhar.
Is that where we're actually going?
What is your business with the White Oasis?
Just a pilgrimage.
You were looking to be cleansed, purified before you die.
Well, since it's looking like that's gonna happen, yes.
You see him kind of wince for a moment. Fine. Go. The sooner you are out of River's shelter, the sooner your curse will leave us.
I'm not too sure about that. We heard that the people who died yesterday, they were exploring that shrine up to the north.
And it was as soon as we had new comers in. Happenstance? I do not believe in this.
All right.
I'm not gonna deny. It looks suspicious with us coming in, but you might want to check that shrine out anyway. Just saying.
Hey, John. these
I am
people
no
don't want our
explorer.
help. They don't want our
Good.
help.
Thank you for your judgment, Monsieur Judge.
We do not need a help from outsider.
That's true. We are very useless. Let us go.
Yes,
She kind of tries to usher everyone.
you may be gone.
He has the power to cut off hands.
That could beat him arm wrestling.
So now, are you planning on staying here for a while, or you heading back to Muhar?
Oh, I have arranged for, travel. Yes. Soon, yes? And she looks to Kel, the judge. He just gives a nod. Sooner.
Well, maybe if you're still here, if we come back, maybe we can hitch a ride with you.
Oh, I hope not.
We're not coming back. We
I don't
will
know
see
what
you
we're
in Muhar.
Huh.
I'm sorry? Did you say something?
Oh, I thought you told a joke.
I do not joke about such matters.
I'm sure we'll see each other again, Sniff.
She's kind of
Take
shrugs as she takes a sip of what looks to be wine. She's a little bit cleaned up now too. A little bit. Still pretty dirty out here. There's no baths.
How many musicians are there?
Trying to listen for instruments. 3. 2. 1 drum. 2 drum. We'll say 2.
2. Okay. I'm not going
Those
to do
is
anything
just
with that
taking like a
information.
sand bath like a chinchilla.
Yeah.
Let's go round up Piotr and let's get out of here.
Alright.
Oh,
Better
say-
sooner than later.
that
I hate
place
to
is really
say-
dreary.
I'm sure.
I do
Sure,
also want to
wild basis.
remind Elias that he has a certain scroll.
Oh yeah.
I'll
I'll open that up on the way over to Piotr.
As you exit the judge's tent with very little aplomb, seeing, well, you don't see him, but if you were to see him, he would be curled up in some sand, getting a little sand bath. Doza. But Doza, you would see them all leave.
Then I just, quietly fall in behind them.
Doza.
Yes.
Hey, you didn't get judged. That's not fair. I had to get judged. Why didn't you get judged?
Big John, I was watching your back from the outside in case you were judged poorly.
Okay.
Look,
That is a adequate
Um,
response to my curiosity.
Elias finally reading the scroll.
Yeah.
It would seem to be some sort of map of an interior location.
Hey, dude, you're in the maps.
Uh,
Check
it
this out.
doesn't look very big, just like one square room with like a egg-shaped room attached to it, kind of, with a couple of passages escaping on either side. Has drawings of pillars and what looks to be like some square, like a sarcophagus, as well as like very undetailed rubble. Has an arrow pointing down one hallway. Says endless water ? And the other hallway, where I found it.
Ah, shoot. Hey, remember where we got this, right? That was those people that explored the shrine. There might be a bunch of water in there.
May I see it?
Yeah.
It's a very crude map.
Have we been to somewhere similar to this?
No, it's an interior
No?
location. It just looks like a square room, like I said, with like a little oblong room off of it. And actually, in that oblong room, it would have some like trying to be intricate symbols, like just in the center of it, but like with a little question mark next to it. And then,
Okay.
yeah, off of the square room, there's a hallway that says endless water. And off of the egg-shaped room, there's a hallway that says where I found it.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this.
Well, it says that there's endless water?
Oui, but it is not somewhere we have been.
Right, but the people whom this map belonged to were just in that shrine. So maybe there's a bunch of water in that shrine. Maybe that's where all the river went. It got sucked into the shrine, maybe.
Perhaps.
So
Is that the shrine where Mindir wants us to go?
No, I don't think so. I think it's that one where those people from last night got infected and turned into mindless creatures.
I was gonna say you saw what happened to the people that went into that shrine.
Yeah, it sounds like we should not go there.
But endless water?
That sounds a little bit, how do they put it? Too good to be true, or you know,
The water in the well has to come from somewhere.
it
We have
kind of sounds like the endless salad bars at the inn, except it's not. You only get 3 passes.
How can anyone eat more than 3 passes at a salad bar at the inn? No judgment, Big John, but it might have been a rule just for you.
Well, I need a large amount of fiber because of all the protein I eat in my, routine to maintain my size.
Well, I'm a big fan of vegetables, but anyway, what would we even do with endless water? We have 2 buckets.
It's a good point, but if it is actually, unless it could help a lot of people.
Help these people? They've not been the most accommodating.
Does that mean they deserve to die in the desert, Duncan?
I suppose not.
Mm,
Sure, their society seems a little ruthless, but maybe a little bit of kindness could change things around down there.
do we want to give this map to the judge, I suppose?
You really think that he's gonna do the right thing with that?
No. Not one bit. But I don't think it makes sense for us to go, and we're holding on to this map. And these people could use it.
What about Tip Up?
What will he do with this map? He will definitely just try to sell it.
These people don't look like they can handle their own if going into a potentially dangerous shrine. I know from that well we were already in that we can handle ourselves pretty well.
Right, I mean... What if there's something blocking that water that needs a little thunder crushing?
Or just a nudge.
Or a nudge, but sometimes there needs a little thunder crush in this world. I love it. I am so happy I figured out how to do that.
I mean, I can see both sides. I really can, but
Well, how about this? We'll take a vote.
well, I'm with you fellas.
A vote for what exactly? Whether or
Vote.
not we go?
Correct.
D'accord. We can vote.
I vote yes.
Yes,
Uh,
what?
To go.
To go.
To leave this town
And go to the map,
to the shrine.
to the shrine. I vote
Correct.
no. I vote no.
Okay.
I think it's a bad idea. I think we give it to the judge.
I do not think we should be giving this to the judge. He finds that water. He's gonna
He's giving water to the people from the well. If he has more water, he won't have to ration it.
He
Yeah.
doesn't strike me as a democratic type.
Doza, what do you think?
This one thinks we should leave.
All right. I know Elias is heading over to the outhouse there, but we can ask him when he gets back.
Outhouse? I thought we had to dig a hole. Where is the outhouse?
He's just being off the side of the cliff.
Ugh.
He just yells it over his shoulder.
She averts her eyes. It's like literally right there.
Yeah.
I was just being polite. Oh man,
You're the tiebreaker.
I'm the tiebreaker. Oh,
Come on, Dunk. Endless water, man.
Which, again, we do not have the capacity to bring with us.
this is true.
Also, we have an old lady with us. What are we going to do? Keep her here? She's going to die.
Esquire will kind of pipe up as he's been quiet. Ish. Endless water could be good. I would stay and watch over Mindir if you wanted.
Perhaps we should take a peek.
But I would take no vote. I don't have his voice down, but use your imagination.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't.
My voice changes several times a session, so
Me
that's
too.
fine.
It
Well,
sounds
well,
like we're going.
Comes down to you, Dunk. What do you say?
I think we can go take a peek. I can create endless water myself.
But the people. Why? What? I talk to you and you make me use your weird accent.
We'll go. We'll go. It's very well.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Can I scan this map to see if there's like any indication of like threats? Traps?
It doesn't look like it. Looks like just a very plain map with like markings of directions.
I'll tell you why I really want to go not for the water, but
For the
there's-
leverage.
no, there's
Uh-huh.
some. Those people were cursed somehow. There's something down there. It's not natural.
I think that those were probably just good people at one point.
Yeah, and something happened to them that's not natural.
Well, the vote is concluded. We shall go to the shrine.
I wave at Piotr as we see him and then turn around and walk away.
He kind of barely notices you. Gives a look up like, "Oh, we're going," and then you guys just turn and walk. Like he's like in the middle of packing still.
I'm gonna go tell him what we're doing. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna keep him informed.
I feel like this is a waste of time saving these people or looking into a shrine for them or whatever, but I will be here if you are ready to leave and do some vengeance. He kind of like gazes out into the sky, like all kind of like contemplative and like glorious as his hair kind of billows a little bit.
Vivian gets starry-eyed.
But yeah, be safe, no?
I agree. I did not want to go, but I was outvoted. So,
Well, if I were
you-
around, you know I would vote against, but I am not your chooser of destiny. You are your own.
Well, I am taking our accent a little bit. um,
It is okay. This is infectious.
it's a very good accent.
Elias is just looking from afar, with arms crossed. She's looking right at Piotr.
well, take care. We will be back. Hopefully soon.
He gives like a half bow. I will be ready whenever you are also ready. Until then.
Hey guys, maybe we don't take Piotr with us.
Vivian comes back. She's got a little pep in her step.
But you guys heading across River Shelter, getting some eyes from folk as you cross it, going up into this area where it looks like a half-sunken kind of architecture lays embedded into hard rock. Kind of say, since you guys know you're looking for it, you would kind of spot a little area by one of these pillars that looks to be dug up. Pretty well hidden, but
I'd like to add it to my makeshift map.
it would seem there was an entrance already marked, but it just didn't. It wasn't marked for this.
No, the one I've been
Oh,
working
okay.
on.
Well, it's just
since I
River
got here.
Shelter. Yeah.
Don't
But
we
yeah.
still have that wand of secrets?
You do.
We do. I do have it.
But kind of like you can see that hole that it's been dug up going down. Into darkness. And there would be a rope going down, also kind of tied off to one of these pillars. Looks like it goes down about 12 or so feet.
Does it look secure?
Yeah, the rope, yeah. The music can just barely be heard from here, but fading.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I probably shouldn't because of, if it's gonna break, you'd rather it break with
Dez
all
is
of
already
us
going
down
down the rope.
Doza climbing down, you can see a half-collapsed stone-walled room, which, judging by the architecture, it probably would have gone past where the dirt was at one point, but seems to have been crushed a little bit under the weight. Kind of a slope going down into a much larger room, probably like a 60-foot long by maybe 40 feet, kind of split in the middle near the northeastern side where it looks like some of the walls have collapsed. A large pillar looks to have broken and is kind of splitting part of the room in half.
Can I request our break? I believe Val said her computer crashed.
Oh no. But yeah, that is a good spot. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I was pretty much waiting until you guys got down in there. But yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break there as Doza starts exploring, and the rest of you are debating who's next. But yeah,
No, they're still debating who's first. They didn't even notice.
that's fair. But yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break there. So we'll pick up here in a few. So stick around, folks. We'll be back.
All right.
Alrighty,
Let's see.
folks. We are back with it, and unfortunately, we had some technical problems with player, but hopefully she'll be back soon. But last we left off, after finally looking at a scroll that Elias had discovered the night before, you actually noticed that it was something to do with, I don't know, there was some weird writing on it, and you guys made the connection that it was probably to a shrine that Tip Up was saying that they were looking into. So going and checking it out, you saw a large hole, kind of half hidden, dug into the ground. After discussing who was going to go first, Doza climbed on down into the hole, discovering a large room beyond, kind of split in half by a pillar. All of the walls half crumbling, but it seems like some severe damage on one side of it. Maybe even some broken vases within. And even a little bit of light tapestry.
Elias slides down the rope behind Doza.
Is everyone going in immediately? Duncan and Big John staying back.
Big John's muted.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like screaming in my mic when I'm muted. Big John's gonna go.
All right.
Yeah, I'll follow everyone in.
It is beyond the initial entry, and even then, not much light comes through because you got to do a little bit of climbing to get to where you're at. Vivian will be like, I will make sure no one follows. I'll be after you shortly. And I know you have dark vision. You want to see what you see. See a dark room ahead of you. Well, some of you do.
Big John will light a torch.
All
I think I
right.
have a torch, right?
I think you got a few. Just remember, every torch, go ahead and check it off.
Yeah.
As you light it up, yeah, you can see this pillar within crumbling and splitting the room in here. And yeah, you can see a hallway going down to the left. The ceilings in here are probably only about 8 feet. Seems to have kind of sunken in.
I would like to look for traps.
They got the really high ceilings here.
Where are you looking for traps?
On the floor where I'm about to step.
Okay.
'Cause
Looking
I'm
in
gonna
front
go
of you,
towards the hallway over
looking in
here.
front of you, this area seems to have been pretty well traveled. You don't notice any like rope or anything. There's Vivian. As Vivian will kind of scamper down as well after finding no one was following you.
I am back. I was just thinking about nobody. I wasn't thinking about anyone.
Fair enough. But as Doza kind of enters into the space of the room there, you can see what looks to be a broken stone sarcophagus to the side. Looks to be a covered and teared up tapestry or rug on the floor there. And to the north, you can even see some old tapestries hanging along the entrance of this curved room up here. Which at the base of, you can kind of, like at the center of that space, looks like some sort of circle, slightly raised about 8 inches or so, broken. And beyond it looks to be some sort of symbol or a gong, if you will, with adornments around it. But you would also...
I want to throw a rock at the gong.
I also want to note that I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Right.
Do I see the 120 feet if I...
Yes, so if you look,
Seems
you
dark.
can barely see down here. It is dark though.
It's pitch black right now in this place?
It is pitch black in here.
Perfect.
So well, aside from the light given off by Big John's torch,
I'm gonna step away from Big John.
Doza, as you throw a rock to the north wall, hitting the gong, it makes a shallow, like, tink kind of noise. It doesn't make that loud noise you were expecting.
Well, I've never tuned
But do
a
I-
gong before.
Do I hear like any other footsteps down here? Anything
Give me a-
alerted by that?
Give me a perception check.
I want to use the Wand of Secrets, but I'll wait.
With a 19, Doza, you do notice something. There's a skeleton lying in the corner at the base of this sarcophagus. You see it lightly moving.
I'm going to like get everybody's attention with like some hand signals, pointing towards the sarcophagus and say, "Undead."
I'll nod over. At,
It almost looks to be breathing.
I'll nod over at Duncan and I'll hold a starter wisp.
And Big John will pull out his hammer and he'll whisper, "I'm gonna crush it into bone dust."
All right.
If you are not the foe, I suggest you speak.
I don't see any water down here. I think we better get going.
You got really quiet there, but I heard you.
So I'm assuming Doza speaks up to the skeleton when you say that?
He's calling out to the skeleton that seems to slightly move. Like I said, almost breathing.
Yes.
It
That's
does,
why when
it
you
does
said
not
it's
respond.
almost breathing, I wanted to like give it a chance to be a good person or a good undead.
It does not respond.
Then I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
As he does that, starter wisp.
All right.
Okay. Shit if it is.
You
Twinkle star.
throw a rock at it. It kind of still like scatters a little bit. The skeleton, the bones crack and break with this twinkle star being tossed at it. As it spills forth something moving around it. It's hard to make out from where you're at, but it's like almost like
A rat.
well, not large, maybe about the size of Elias or Duncan. This just mass of like, looks like goo that just kind of slowly pulses up and down. It's hard to tell in this darkness beyond.
The plague, the plague.
I would
But I'm
like
gonna
to...
take some steps back from whatever plague situation's going on over there.
It slowly
no
but surely
wonders.
seems to move behind the sarcophagus.
I'd like to use my wand of
What is that thing?
Vivian uses her wand of secrets.
Yeah.
There are no secrets in here
Okay.
within 30 feet of you.
I see. That's right. It's 30 feet. Is it 30? Yeah, it's 30
Yep.
feet.
Is this a
Okay.
room that the map is drawn of?
This
Yeah, I...
does kind of appear that way, as you see like an egg-shaped room to the north and a hallway to the west.
And then it says we found it here. Where would that be indicated?
The egg-shaped room.
Stay here. I will go check it out. Elias, I'm right here.
I see you.
No, you don't.
Well,
No,
maybe I'm
he
blind.
does. He does right now.
Oh, because of oh,
'Cause-
is this whole thing Big John's light?
Pretty much.
If it's something that you
Ugh.
can see well in, yes.
Okay. Big John, turn that light off.
I just looted. I got one left. Big John like puts the torch on the ground and then just kind of like on all fours straddles it so he's blocking out the light.
So you're gonna get hot.
I know it's getting hot.
It's not
Okay.
that hot. It's just a torch.
It gets dim in here.
Okay. Gonna step into the shadows.
As you are the shadows.
Uh,
And you would
I'd like-
see, yeah, that little platform up here, and it looks like a hallway beyond it to the northeast. And that hallway
I just wanna-
here.
go behind the sarcophagus and see what that thing is.
Absolutely.
Keeping my distance. Get as close as possible to actually know what it is. Where is the sarcophagus? Is this a sarcophagus?
That is the broken sarcophagus, yes.
So it is behind?
It seemed to, whatever this mass was, went behind it and around it.
I will step, I guess, over here. Try to take a peek.
As you peek around the sarcophagus, give me a perception check.
Oh Jesus, we're rolling like shit tonight.
Can't make it out. It's A, it's faint, and B, nothing.
And according to my map, up here is where the water is, or the egg-shaped room?
No, it said water this way, question mark. Endless water, question mark, was down this hall, and where I found it was northeast.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get too separated from the group, so
Oh, hey there,
I
dude.
I didn't see anything. It must have been imagination.
Well, no, I saw something too. But yeah, we're not here for that. We're here for the water.
I will follow the lead.
Well, something cursed those people.
Explain what you're doing instead of just wandering aimlessly.
Sorry, I was talking, but I forgot that I muted myself.
You're good.
I was like, I'm gonna go towards the water since we decided that is what I was saying.
Okay, fair enough.
Big John is hanging back and kind of just trying to cover his torch a little bit for the benefit of Vivian.
Okay, I will try to stay just out of torchlight.
Didn't the map say that they found it in the north?
But we don't know what it is.
No, this
And,
way.
we-
This
and
is.
they definitely found some sort of plague, so maybe we don't want to go where they found it.
Did you say plague?
Yeah,
Plaque?
plague.
Plague?
Yeah, the sickness.
Plague.
I'm down with the sickness.
Yeah, the plague.
All
You
right.
gotta see the hallway gets more and more crumbled as you enter it. It seems that something had happened here long ago, but smooth
Well,
with
before
one
I take
smooth
that
walls.
step. Since I kind of looked at how well traveled everything is up until this point, I want to look for more traps.
Give
What
me
the
a,
secrets?
do you say it every time you use it?
Yes.
Are you using it now?
Yes.
All right, that's 2 charges down. 1 to go. A,
It
there
recharges
are
at dawn.
at dawn, which just happened. But with a 23 perception and a wand of secrets, there are no secrets here, and there are no traps in this hallway. It's Big John staying back at the entrance.
He's just not necessarily by himself back at the entrance. He's gonna tail behind.
Okay. But
Is-
Doza
is-
kind of creeping around the corner here. You would see.
Yeah. How far does that 23 perception get me as far as looking for traps? Because I want to continuously look for traps while we're going through this corridor.
I would say get you to every corner.
Okay.
So give me another perception check if you're just continuously looking for traps.
Yeah, I'm a nervous kitty right now.
Sure.
I'll walk next to Duncan.
The 19 seems safe, although the walls look to be crumbling. It's just this darkened hallway. It seems to take a split to the north and to the east up ahead.
I don't have stone cunning, so I don't know how solid this is. I'll go here.
And this looks like where it takes that split.
I'm gonna step all the way here. Well, might as well. And I'll peek around the corner here.
Alright, give me a perception check. As you're looking for your traps. Alright, with a 17. You would notice the stone here appears to have odd writing on it. Odd markings. Something seems off about it.
What was the helmet? Was that... Does it have comprehend languages?
No.
No,
No.
detect thoughts. And that's
Detect
Minder.
thoughts. Okay.
Only Esquire was here.
Well, I'm going... What's down here? What looks to be at the end of the hallway. Past that.
Yeah, at the end of the hallway looks to be a stone altar with several accoutrements on it. Looks to be some dried herbs in a vase, another jar, and a ceramic jar. Several look to be dust-covered little writings, as well as a small box.
Does anyone read this language? I'm going to jump over top of the brick so I can not touch it.
Give me a acrobatics check. All right, with a 15, you hop over it delicately.
Well, does it look like just like magic runes, or does it look like actual writing?
It looks like just like symbols. I wouldn't say it looks magical runes, but it just looks like just writing, just faint around the edges of the stone.
Because I imagine there's like a difference between a written language and how runes for stuff like that work. But I might be able to at least distinguish between a written language and something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I want to check out what's in the box, the small, tiny box.
Absolutely. As you kind of open that tiny box up, instantly.
I die.
No. You open it up and it is filled with a small swarm of maggots that immediately start to crawl onto you.
Oh,
But
God.
my dirt bath.
Getting a 13 to hit.
Well, that's a miss.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
No.
Oh, accidentally deleted Vivian's initiative.
How big are these maggots?
Roll initiative for maggots.
Yep. A swarm of maggots that start to just spill out of that box ridiculously.
But that's such a small box.
Well, that's
It is. It didn't make sense.
I'm thinking like an 8x8x8 box or something like that.
I will switch with Doza.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Doza's getting a 23, Vivian's getting a 4.
Yeah. Vivian's thinking of Piotr. She's sitting in the dark,
Fair
just
enough.
like just looking out in the distance, doesn't even hear the screaming cat.
No.
As taking this moment, Doza, you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna,
As these maggots just start to swarm on all over your hand as you open the box.
Would closing the box be an item interaction?
It would be an action to try to close the box, but they are spilling out already. Like most of this, they're starting to spill onto the floor, onto the table, everywhere.
I'm just not sure if if I need to stop the flow, or if I need to start stomping.
Is it dying down or is it?
I'm gonna attack. Fine.
Okay.
We'll attack. And punch, kick. It's all in the mind.
All right, as you
wanna touch
start
me?
stomping down, you get a couple of them, but they seem to be small and numerous.
Nevertheless, you
I will
get a lesson from teacher. Sorry.
flurry of bliss. Well, I started it.
Yeah.
20 will also hit. The same thing, you start stomping on a few of them, but they're kind of spreading out, trying to climb up onto your body. They're quick. Surprisingly quick. 15 also hits this mound of maggots that's pouring forth as you stomp on them.
Yep, and that'll be my turn.
All right. That'll take us to the maggots. As they swarm on top of you. Getting a 23 to hit.
Alright, so I'm going to deflect the attacks.
Okay.
And that's a D10 to reduce their damage
Fair enough.
by a D10. So I reduce it by
You
10.
reduce 0 damage to 0, as I need a Constitution saving throw. As they start swarming onto you.
So that was great. 12.
With a 12. Fair enough. They're on you. That'll take us to Elias. As Elias, you just see they are in his square essentially, just covering Doza as he's just trying to punch and smash him.
Would I get the sense that my inspiring movement would be able to shake him off, or is he essentially grappled?
He's not grappled.
All right, I will. I'll save it for a bit. I will Twinkle Star him.
All right, go ahead. Twinkle star the swarm of maggots.
And I can do this without hitting Doza, or am I?
Yeah, absolutely. They're just kind of in his space. You can, yeah, absolutely. Starting to cover him up. 23 absolutely hits this swarm. As they take 4 points of radiant damage as they kind of light up a little bit. Can't really give them much light. It's hard to do.
I will move forward a little bit, and I'll give Doza bardic inspiration. As I move forward, I'm kind of swaying.
What color you want for bardic inspiration?
As far as
You want blue, red, green, or orange, purple, pink, yellow?
I like blue.
All right.
That wasn't an option.
What was the first one?
That was the first option.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Oh.
And then does me giving the bardic inspiration that I can attack then, right?
I think anytime you do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the dazzling footwork.
13 to hit.
When you use it as part of an action, bonus action or reaction. A 13 does hit.
All right.
As he dances up, does a little jig towards you, Doza, as you kind of just smack down onto these maggots. They squelches under your...
Okay.
What are you, kicking?
I kind of do like a somersault and do like an axe kick with my
I
heel
got
coming
you.
down.
I 100% see it.
But that's my turn.
That'll take us to Big John.
Okay, Big John will run towards the, commotion.
Yeah.
There's them two about right here.
Oh, Elias, give me a dexterity save. I totally forgot about that before I forget. All right.
15.
15. And I rolled bad. As you step on that pressure plate, acid falls down from the ceiling, just kind of dripping down onto you. You do take 2 points of acid damage as you hit that pressure plate.
Now watch out for the pressure plate.
Big John, as you were. Sorry.
Big John will throw his hand axe at some maggots.
Yeah, you can see Doza, so you can see the maggots. It will have very good cover, but absolutely throw that hand axe.
Okay. Where is she?
You biff it right into this wall here as your hand axe goes flying in the corner over here. And then I guess it returns to your hand.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, taking us to Duncan.
Alright, Duncan is gonna step around it. I have no idea where the pressure plate is.
Or what's
all I
happening.
heard or what's happening. I'm gonna rush in.
And you can see just this mound of maggots all over Doza.
Oh shit. Is Elias in the way if I wanted to cast something?
Define cast. It's on Doza's square, technically.
Okay, I wanted to cast Guiding Bolt on the
Absolutely.
maggots.
It will have a little bit of cover just from the corner there, but you got it.
Jesus.
As kind of this disturbed image of these maggots crawling all over, and even as Elias kind of slams down onto them, and you kind of peek around the corner, you can start to see them start to cover his leg as well. And it just kind of takes you aback for a moment as your guiding bolt just it doesn't ignite. It blasts for a moment, but then just kind of fizzles as you see this horrible sight. Anything else for Duncan?
No, I think that's it for me.
That'll take us to the one and only Vivienne Boutillier.
Boutillier. What is happening? I'm assuming everyone's going this direction.
Maggots.
You saw Big John try to throw an axe at a wall. You saw the starlight come from Duncan there, and Elias went running. And you heard...
I can't go through there, right?
It's difficult terrain. Yeah.
Can't do anything in here. So that would be...
You can make it to the other side of them.
So that would be 5, 15...
You just wouldn't be able to come back. So you could just make it to the other side.
That takes 35 feet of movement?
Oh, you would have 5 more feet left.
Okay, so I can make it like to here?
Yeah.
Well, she would go here and then be scared.
Yep, seeing all these maggots.
And they're lit up too.
They're lit up.
They are. They are lightly glowing with faint twinkle star energy.
I can't do much. So if I step here, am I in range?
Technically, they're on Doza's square at the moment. I was just putting them there so you can see them.
So Doza's down there. Okay.
Yeah.
I will then yeah, there's not really much I can do right now. I'll stay there.
All right.
Yeah, I will ready an action then with my scimitars if
Okay. Scimitar's
if,
out, running, and seeing like, oh shit.
yeah, if any of the maggots get anywhere near me,
Fair enough.
I'm ready to cut them up.
That'll take us to Doza. Maggots all around you.
Are they still coming out of the box?
I would say at this point, no.
Okay. Be careful. The brick with the writing on it down there, and I point.
And you can see
Is it-
the brick has been depressed as he points it out.
Is a trap. And then I'm gonna punch.
All right.
Or try to scrape the maggots off of me.
Yeah.
Get out of my fur.
18 definitely hits. Hey, that's a good one. Scraping a bunch off, they kind of splatter, and you just get this juice all over you. You just had your sand bath.
Yeah. Disgusting. I'm gonna just bonus action hit.
All right. 15 will obviously hit these very ill-prepared maggots as you just kind of scrunch down onto them. Anything else for Doza?
Nope. Gonna stay right here.
All right. It's going to take us to this little swarm of maggots as they've been mostly squished at this point. Some of them start to crawl onto Elias.
Ew.
And... no, wrong one. Oh, actually, they do damage. Yeah, you rolled max anyways. I rolled the wrong one for the damage, but got a 26 to hit.
Well, if it had taken damage, I could have redirected the damage to it.
I would say not at this point. Not with its own creature.
Okay.
To someone else, sure.
It just says creature. It doesn't say it can't be itself.
I know. I'm rolling it can't be itself.
That's fair.
Uh,
To hit who? I mean, I'm
20
sure it hit either of us.
yeah, to hit Elias.
Yeah.
As you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And I need a Constitution save.
That's gonna be a 6.
All right. Noted. As these things start to climb and crawl over your body, you just feel this kind of weird pinching sensation on you. Taking us to Elias.
He's diseased again, isn't he?
I was never diseased to begin with. I will punch these things. Take a page out of Doza's book.
All right.
Copying Duncan, copying Doza. I'm just looking up to my elders.
Got that brain disease, that's right. Brain maggots. 9 is going to be a miss as you try to just slam onto it. And they're just like starting to crawl on you. You just can't get them off.
Then bonus action unarmed strike.
Don't you have to use a bardic inspiration for it?
No, it just as bonus action, you can make an unarmed attack with your offhand. I don't have
Oh,
an
nice.
Why, just any class can do that.
Well, if you're... I don't think... not any class.
And bonus action, you can make an attack with your offhand.
If it has the light property, which fists do not.
They do not. They don't.
No.
All right. Then that'll do it.
All right. I'll take us to Big John.
Big John is going to move. Let me just see something real quick. I should have seen. Big John's going to move kind of around and across these guys. Excuse me. And Big John's going to try to do a green flame blade with his halberd.
Okay.
The maggots.
Which would have moved to Elias's square at this point.
Okay.
So,
There's still
so-
multiple maggots, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
Yeah.
effectively hit 2. Okay.
Well,
So
no,
green-
they're not count. They don't count as multiple creatures.
Oh, so Green Flame Blade doesn't make any sense, does it?
I get what you're going for, though. I would allow it for
Yeah.
this. Why not?
All right.
There's not too many of them left. Give me an attack with your halberd.
Where is that halberd attack? There it is.
Right in the middle. 24
Are you in the
absolutely
mood?
hits.
Okay.
In the mood.
That's what Big John was just humming.
Oh. There's 12 points of slashing as Big John just comes in, and a little lick of fire, green flame, shoots off of his blade, kind of popping any of the other maggots that were on Elias. As they all kind of squelch, some of them kind of squirming as they're not going anywhere. But the swarm has been dealt with.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Alright, so I want to open that box up again.
Okay. Inside you see a small vial of reddish liquid.
Like a health potion.
It's a potion of healing.
Yep. I was just kind of hoping that there were so many maggots that that box might have been like a box of holding.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Do you know what I am saying? All right, I'm gonna take the health potion, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, it is a small, like a shoebox size.
Actually, because Elias got minor injury from stepping on that plate, I'll hand him the health potion.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
Can we take 10 minutes? Actually, how's that wound looking? Does it look weird? That bite on the maggot bite on Elias?
Give me a nature check.
I mean, if you wanted to inspect my body, all you had to do was ask.
It looks like, as you kind of glance at it, it looks fine. Little pincer marks, kind of where they bit him.
Okay, that is probably fine.
Do any of the items that are on this table look like medicinal stuff?
Give me a nature check.
Hey, Doza, can I see that box?
Nah.
Sure, I'll give him the box too.
It just seems like there was too much stuff in this box. I'm just gonna inspect the box, see if
That is what this one thought as well. And I'm gonna skirt the edge and get out from this corner.
And Elias, you have a box.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking inside and seeing a guy. I think it.
Give me an
Might be-
investigation check. As you're inspecting the box,
11.
you notice some weird scratch marks on the inside. Not like claw marks, but like weird chisel marks. Can't quite place.
Huh. Alright, well, I'm gonna hold on to this box. The lid came with it.
Yeah, and it's like a little like almost like a jewelry box kind of thing.
Kind of one of them ballerina boxes.
Yeah,
Except no ballerina.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little like a
I'm gonna
shoebox,
For the ballerina.
like a wooden shoebox.
I will take the shoebox. Onward to the water.
Do we need to wait, Vivian, or do we need to move forward?
No, everything is probably fine. I just wanted to make sure that none of the bites were because of the.
They did not make it past my fur, but it is still disgusting.
But Elias got bitten. He has a habit of contracting very strange diseases.
Oh, well, that is normal for
It's
bards,
strange.
from what I hear.
From strange women.
Hey, all my women are top notch, top class.
Have you
Men too.
checked over Elias for the gutter plague yet today?
For the I don't remember if I did actually. I
No,
think I
but
might.
no,
I
you
didn't.
didn't. But you did cast Cure Disease on him.
But you said it didn't look like it did much.
Right,
Yeah,
because
we're-
he wasn't showing any symptoms. You
Okay.
saw the magic take hold, but it didn't do it.
What
It
do
didn't
you
physically
could-
do anything to him.
What
Got
you
it.
can
Hey,
sell
when we
them?
get out of here, Vivian, you can do a nice thorough inspection if you want.
Elias, please.
Hey, she needs her time to cast her magic and whatnot.
You got.
Doze is gonna roll his eyes and keep moving forward.
Yeah. Big John's gonna follow Doza.
Looking for traps again, because there definitely was one.
It's creepy, Elias. Weird.
Looking out for any more stone trappings, you don't see any in the hallway ahead of you as it turns to the north side again. And then kind of peeking around the corner on the north wall, the hallway ends. You can see odd markings at the end of the hallway as well. Hard to make out from here, but at the end of it, at the base of the wall, you see a long metal trough.
Alright, I'm gonna look for traps as I get closer again.
Give me a perception. With a 16, nothing seems trapped. But and then even looking at this trough as you approach it, there's water in it.
I'm gonna actually use my detect disease and poison now.
Are you casting it ritually?
No. I'm gonna ritually.
All right. As you sit
Okay.
down,
Nobody drink any water. I want to examine.
nobody
it
said
first.
anything about the water. You're not even there.
Oh, I'm not.
No.
Wait. Oh. I thought I was following. I thought I was following.
Doza, drink some water.
No.
Doza, as you go to drink the water.
Does he
water.
actually?
The water drinks you.
Oh no!
As
It's a slime.
oh, advantage. I forgot to do one more.
He actually does drink the water.
Getting an 18 and a 24 to hit.
Those both hit.
All right.
I
As
would like
you go to stick down.
to deflect attacks on the 24.
All right. Well, the 18 is the first one that hits you.
I guess I'll have to do it on that one.
As the water reaches out and sticks to you. Go ahead and give me a deflect attack. As you deflect all of the damage from it, but it does stick to you. And then you can see the trough start to grow teeth as it bites down onto you. And you take 5 points of piercing damage and 1 acid damage as the water spills out of its mouth. This mimic shows its true form, and you are stuck to it. And guess what? We're gonna roll initiative again.
Is he
I
grabbed
mean, this is
by it?
what happens when you're the first person to do anything.
Yep.
I think we should get out of here now.
I don't think there's water.
I think we discovered that there is no water.
Hey, you guys all did good. Vivian, you are up first as you see Doza kind of reaching down to sip up some water, and his face just kind of gets stuck to it for a moment. And he's now, it's biting him bad. It's not good.
I can make it next to him. Can't really see very well. There we go.
It's dark.
Okay. I will stab.
As you see this water trough attacking Doza. Give me a stabby stab.
Yeah. Wait. First, does this use anything? Okay, no. So I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it first.
All right, bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Bonus Hunter Mark. Scimitar.
And you do have advantage. You're invisible.
Yeah.
You are invisible. A
15.
15 hits.
I will use my Frighten,
Okay.
my Dread Ambush.
You got a big 13, but it will still take 14 points of damage as you slash into this wooden
it just
structure.
saved.
Yeah. You slash into the wooden structure, and it just kind of splits open, creating like a tongue kind of falls out of where you cut into it.
And then I will offhand hit it.
Also still with advantage, because you're still invisible.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't. Oh, I got in that one. Hey, but I get inspiration.
You don't get inspiration because you rolled an 8, because it's advantage. So you don't get the 6. You get the 8. Yeah.
Because I got the.
Yeah,
one
because
on
you're
the-
rolling with
okay,
advantage, so you take the.
I gotcha.
But anything else for Vivian as you kind of go to actually. As you hit it with your first attack, your scimitar sticks to it.
Oh, wait. So I can't do the offhand? Oh, I have 2 scimitars.
Yeah, so you can do the offhand, but your first hand sticks to it.
Ugh. I don't want to let it go.
That's fair.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep my hand on the scimitar.
Doza, you're up.
Yep, it's punch time.
All right. You are considered restrained. And actually, Vivian will be too.
Because I didn't let go.
Yep. So it will be at disadvantage at the moment. Hey, 18 is going to hit. As it takes 8 points of bludgeon damage. You just kind of smack onto it.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Instead of like wood like falling away from it as you punch it, it just kind of like crumples into it. You start to see this little silvery liquid within. 7 is going to be a miss.
I would like to lucky that.
All right. Rerolling that 7. Hey, there you go. 16 will hit it. For 9 more as you're just pounding into this trough, this water trough. An 11 just misses.
Dang it. Alright, so it's got a 12 AC, everybody.
What does that even mean, Doza?
Anything else for Doza as you're stuck to
This
it?
one does not know. That's the end of my
As
turn.
he's kind of mumbling into it as his kind of face is a little stuck to it. That will take us to Elias.
Don't worry, Doza. I got you. And I will take a little jug out of my pack. I'm going to throw it in the back corner. Little alchemist fire.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity. Just give me a dexterity save. Well, no, just dexterity. You're not proficient.
God, do we all need it?
9.
Cool. Roll me a d6.
3.
And then roll me a d... Roll me a d10.
4.
All right. 4 feet off your target. In the 3 o'clock position of the options here. It does land right in between Doza, Vivian, and the Mimic. So all 3 of them need dexterity saves. Vivian and Doza at disadvantage.
Oh, jeez. I get hit.
We'll say Doza, you dodge out of the way. Vivian and the Mimic both get hit as what does Alchemist Fire do? 2d4 or 1d4? 1d4 fire damage. Go ahead and roll me a d4, if you will, Elias.
2.
Vivian, you take 2 points of fire damage as your clothes catch fire. Is there
Yes.
is there a fire mark? There's not. But so does the Mimic.
Do I become visible now that there's fire on me?
Absolutely.
Oh god.
Oh, hey, Biv. Didn't see you there. Sorry. That'll be my turn, I think.
All right. That'll take us to Big John, hearing glass shattering and blows landing in the next room.
Alright, Big John's gonna come running right around the corner here. You can get through there, I believe. He'll throw a hand axe at that minute.
All right. Throwing.
Stop throwing things.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Absolutely. As it right in between Doza's Vivian as they're stuck.
Keep
Smashes
throwing things.
right into it. That looks
And
like
then-
max damage.
9 plus 6.
As it
right?
starts to crack and split in half almost.
Who gets inspired?
Yeah, who are you inspiring? Duncan or
Let's
Elias?
yes.
I'm already expired. I have
I'm
inspired.
gonna inspire Duncan. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna snap my fingers and that axe is gonna dislodge itself, come spinning back and right in my hand.
Alright. Taking us to
And that'll
Duncan.
be my turn.
That was beautiful, Big John. I've never seen anything like that.
Thank you. I have been practicing this whole magic thing
Really.
for like the past day.
Can you teach me? Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt again,
Alright.
and I'm gonna actually hit.
22 will actually hit.
That's a surprise.
As radiant light lights up the hallway for a moment for 8 points of
Oh
radiant
God!
damage.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, it's D6s, so 46 average is like 12.
Something is broken tonight on Roll20, y'all.
It's all the time.
16.
It's still 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
As it lights up, and next attack on it does have advantage.
That's the best part of that spell, to be honest.
Anything else for Duncan?
That's it for Duncan.
Alright, that will take us to the Mimic. The Mimic is going to bite
Take
down
some fire
on...
damage.
Take some fire damage. Roll me a d4.
2.
Ooh, close. As it's kind of slowly, looks like it's melting into the ground, it is going to try to take a bite on... I'm going to roll for one of you guys. Doesn't matter, they're both at advantage. Vivian. Taking a big old bite, getting a big old 17 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage and 8 points of acid damage. As it bites onto you, it just kind of scrapes and starts to melt your skin off a little bit.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
That was almost max. But that will take us to your turn, Vivian. 'Cause you're
I'm on fire?
You're on fire, so you will also take 2 points of... Yep, 2 points of fire
Yes.
damage.
3 twos in a row.
Okay. I'm gonna let go of my scimitar.
Okay.
Am I still connected to this thing?
No.
Okay. I am Does that cost me anything to let go?
Nah, you just let go.
Okay. Okay.
Did it cost
action.
Rose anything to let go of Jack?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
No.
Cost
I'm
cost a
gonna-
multi-million. Yeah,
Cost everything.
cost everything.
I'm gonna action disengage.
Okay. As you can see, a small mouth kind of try to bite out at you as you just tumble away.
Yeah, I gotta tumble away. Put me out! Somebody put me out! Because I cannot use an action to put myself out anymore.
Fair enough.
Can Big John use his reaction to just kind of grab her and hug her?
Nope.
No, Elias will have to put her out on his turn. If he
That'll
doesn't
take
put her
us
out.
to Doza.
Yep.
As Big John kind of starts to go hug, but can't quite get there in this exact moment. Doza, restrained in the moment.
Yep, gonna do some kicking, punching.
All right, it is at advantage your first attack, so it will be a straight roll for the first roll. 23 will absolutely hit this for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As I want to go ahead and describe how you defeat this trough-shaped mimic.
Well, just still like very confused about what's going on. Just put my hand right through it, like into the goop, and then pull out some of the goop and kind of look at it.
As you look at it, it starts to kind of melt and fall into this silvery puddle that quickly starts to dissipate.
Do I have your permission to touch you? Do I have consent?
Put me out!
I start patting her out.
Fair enough.
I'll give her,
As you, okay.
I'll give her a healing potion.
He hands
Are we-
over a healing potion. Yeah, we can be out of combat here. As
I'll-
Big John
I'll
also
drink it.
goes for the hug.
Wait, I can heal you. Save that for
Shoot.
when you really need it.
Oh, okay.
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
Doza, get my scimitar.
Dang.
Doze grabs her scimitar.
As you pick
Oh,
it up,
nice.
it kind of dripping with that silvery goo as it... The silver goo
Kinda-
attached to it just kind of falls off
kinda-
of it.
Kind of taste the silver goo with my fingertip. It's like,
Absolutely. Give me a Constitution save.
Don't do it. Oh no.
but they said endless water. It's gonna be here.
Hey, you got inspiration.
You take...
I do have inspiration, but I don't think
you have
a
bardic
D6 is
inspiration.
gonna. Yeah, bardic inspiration. I don't think that's gonna.
It might do if you want to use it. I don't know.
What is your inspiration? A D6?
It's a D6 until level 5.
Yeah.
There you go,
Okay.
with a 6. It stings like battery acid, and you immediately flick it away. Otherwise, you would have taken 3 points of acid damage.
Is this where the map ends?
The map didn't even go down this far.
Ah. But this is like the direction the map was pointing to?
It
Yeah,
was.
I'm sure there's like some sort of secret entrance or some sort of trap door or something.
I will use my Wand of Secrets.
Fair enough. Yeah. There is something about this wall here. You get a little ping back to you as you say Wand of Secrets.
I will go up to this wall and investigate it. Without telling anyone. I'll just use my Wand of Secrets.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna hand you your scimitar and be like, "Do not taste that creature. It is disgusting."
Oh, I don't have disadvantage.
You do not have disadvantage.
Doesn't matter.
With a 9,
I don't know. There's something about this wall.
You're kind of looking it over. You can't. And then you go to like kind of touch it, and your hand just goes through.
Oh. This wall is we can go through it.
Huh.
Elias just goes running through it. I take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Elias. It is your turn.
Big John will take a step right through.
All right. As you step right through, you're in another hallway.
All right, let's follow along. I can't go.
I'll just get rid of it. There you go.
Taking a page out of Doze's book, looking for traps.
Give me a perception check as you take an eye out. Take an eye out. That's too soon.
Yeah.
Different character.
Yep. It looks clear.
Yeah, I might use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
God dang it.
Yeah, it looks clear.
I think we're all right. I'll go forward. Is there like
As you go forward,
ends? It just ends right here.
it does look like it ends, but as you kind of get about halfway point, you would hear a click,
Freeze.
and I need a dexterity save. Actually, no, this one's a con save. I'm sorry. You still rolled a 2.
Yep.
As noxious fumes spray up around you. Smells like rotten eggs and sulfur, and combined with other tints of like cinnamon. It's weird.
Do we smell it?
You get the faint smell of cinnamon and rotten eggs, yeah. As this kind of spray of gas gets spewed up through the cracks in the floor towards Elias.
Elias, no!
Yeah. I think I'm okay. Yeah.
Your dexterity is -1 at the moment.
My dexterity score.
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't
Is-
change nothing.
Is there anything down there?
Yeah, I continue.
Yeah, you continue, and it looks like a dead end.
Watch out for that right there. I think I might have tripped it already. Just want another one of them fake walls. Reach out forward.
Your hand goes right through it.
Ah.
All right, got another one in. Walk forward.
All right,
John will join him.
love it. Elias, as you walk forward, you step out. You hear another click. I need a dexterity save. As you step into the wall with this large, lengthy room,
That's a 6.
you can see immediately to your right what looks to be a broken statue. Eyes of rubies kind of start to flicker as fire spills out from it like a bolt of flame, and you take 6 points of fire damage. But you can see that there is a door immediately across from you, resting on the statue. You can see what looks to be a sheathed scimitar. And there's another statue, not broken, to the north. And what looks to be another door as well. A couple of tapestries on either side of it.
There's a scimitar out there?
There is.
I'll go forward and I'll pick up the scimitar. Hey guys, another trap. I triggered it. We're all good.
Thanks, Elias. You're the best.
Yeah.
Big step through.
I brush
Who I
some
lost.
smoke off my shoulder.
Big John would hear a click.
Step through.
I need
Sorry,
a
I lost my-
dexterity save as you also hear a click.
Oh, there's 2 clicks. Yeah, fine.
I think it's just a permanent trap that
This
resets itself.
seems like a permanent one. As the eyes light up, the ruby eyes light up in the statue. Big John takes 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Hey,
I will.
hold
Yeah.
on, hold on.
I want to do like a wall running thing to
Sure.
get over here.
Sure. Yeah, the one in here is not recurring. The one out here is.
I'm just making sure.
Fair enough.
I'll climb up on the statue and try and take the eyeballs out.
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check as you start to climb up on the statue. Still smoldering a little bit.
13.
13, you just can't... You don't have a dagger, do you?
I do have a dagger.
You do have a dagger. You start kind of prying, and it's not quite right. You can't quite get the dagger underneath it. You need some finer tools.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll just cover the eyes with my body.
Okay.
Gonna jump across the threshold here where they've been
Give me
triggering
a
things.
acrobatics or athletics check. You're good. And you
Yeah,
can
I'm
you can
gonna
kind
try
of
to
see that plate there.
follow. Oh, do we see it?
I would say you've seen it. You can see it now at this point. After Big John stepped on it, absolutely.
Is there a way to go around it without having to jump?
If you can follow Doze's footsteps, I'll give you acrobatics or athletics with advantage.
Okay. I mean, they're both the same for me. Just do this one.
Yeah, you're good.
13.
13 is good enough. Kind of get into the space here.
I'll follow
All right.
behind after watching everyone.
I will say as the last person, no need to roll.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As you come into this room, you see Elias trying to pry out some rubies that are in the eyes of the statue, but can't quite get it.
I want to look out for more traps on this side of the room.
Sure. There is a door across from you on directly east of you, and a door to the northwest. Looking around, there does seem to be a similar pressure plate in front of this door as well.
There is a trap over here. You should be very careful when approaching this door.
This trap business is exhausting.
There better be water because I am getting thirsty.
Hey, Viv, I found this. It was right by the statue. Maybe you can replace your goopy one. I'll hand her the scimitar. It's even got a cool sheath.
It does have a cool sheath. Nice leather sheath.
Is this
I'll take it.
scepter part of the statue, or is it real?
It is part of the
Like,
statue.
removable?
And it looks like a robed individual. The previous one was crushed and broken, but kind of looking up at this seems to be a robed individual, and kind of underneath the robe's head you can see looks like an animalistic face of a goat. Also
I remember something
ruby
about that.
Also ruby embedded eyes.
Was the goat good? Do I
Uh,
remember?
I don't remember mentioning a goat.
I think it was a lion.
Oh, right.
Um,
Animal heads. I remember people with animal heads.
Yeah, the children of Octopi.
question, DM.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I were to go, say here, and not step on the trap,
Mhm.
would I be able to like lean over and try to balance and look in the room and see what's in there with my torch? It's kind of like waving
Trying to
in there.
open the door.
Yeah.
You can absolutely try.
All right.
I can't click on the door while you're there. But yeah, as you open the door in here, it looks like it goes into a... Now you can move there. It goes into a larger room. You can see another sarcophagus within, broken, tattered tapestries along here. that seem to have little bubble pockmarks on the tapestries as well. A tattered rug on the floor and broken pottery. And actually in here, you can hear the faint bit of rustling.
Rustling?
Yes,
Like, okay. So, like, there's
like stone scraping almost.
stone scraping almost. John would let everyone know that he had got the door open. And he would step inside and just kind of immediately start. He would go down to the corner and very carefully look for any stones that look
Absolutely.
suspicious as he kind
Yeah.
of makes it to about here.
As you start to poke in, look around, looking for suspicious stones, you would notice holding your torch up, the light kind of, not even the light flickers, the shadows that it's creating start to flicker. As the rustling grows louder and kind of beyond, right beyond your vision, you can see two very ugly and very dead individuals, bloated. One of them looks like they're actually wearing a fancy pair of boots. A little dirty.
Ooh.
But the other, they look very similar to the individuals that you encountered the night before. One of them has a mining pick in hand, and the other just kind of lurches, and they both kind of look towards you and just start running.
While Big John was opening the door, could I have asked Vivian for that health potion?
You can.
I'm keeping it.
Fair enough.
As
Are you
Vivian,
hurt, actually?
Vivian, you have a brand new scimitar as well.
Oh, you are hurt. Okay, I didn't think you were. Yeah, I would trade you the scimitar for the
Yes, sir.
potion.
But as these creatures start to run towards Big John, I think that'll be a good spot to end tonight. A tiny bit early, but before we get into combat here, because these are the very similar looking individuals that you had seen previously, the lights, or rather the shadows, kind of flickering around. Yeah, that'll be a good spot to end tonight. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
thanks for watching, folks. Stick around next week and we'll see what happens here. And yeah, thanks for watching, and good night, internet.
Not internet.
Good night.
Internet.